Am I live? Looks like it. Hello and good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Daily Peak, wherein I am going to try and hit the peak of the daily. Heart emoji. But before I do that, I'm shoving food in my face. I gotta take my meds. And also, I'm scrolling through the humble bundles. Ooh, this one has stylized steampunk city assets. Decibel domination from Omni Sound. I should be fine. It sounds cool, but I should be fine. Best of Unity and Unreal Assets, Supreme 3. It's $20 for 89. Yeah. Volcano Land environment with terrain scatter tool. I mean, you love to see it, really. Keys expire, but they take a year to do that, so not too worried. Anything interesting in the books section? Not too much. There's this, some crochet patterns and a woodworking bundle. And of course, there is a number of games bundles, including the humble 15 for 15 bundle. Which, I mean, sure. I've never heard of any of these games, though, so it's probably fine. The ESA All-Star Alliance bundle, featuring a number of games I already have and a number that I will never buy, so Metroidvania Mayhem? Eh. The main thing I would want here is the 20% off on Memories in Orbit, and I already have the game. So. Sakai Project? Oh. That's the Nekoparacy. I'm familiar. I'm closing this. Boomer shooters. Oh, Sulfur is a boomer shooter? I like Sulfur. Sulfur's a good game. The $20 would be worth it for just that. Because that is the thing, $5 off. I'm not super interested in the rest of these, but if you guys are looking for my recommendations on anything. Checkmate, a chess games collection. Ponbarian? Below the Crown, a love letter to roguelikes and chess. Wizard chess, deck building chess roguelike. A lot of these are various flavors of roguelike roguelite. I mean, the collection's only $12, and it's got 5D chess with multiverse time travel in it. So, I mean, I might try that just because it's got the one game that I've been wanting to get for a hot minute in there. For cheaper than the game, usually. Metro Madness looks fine. Metro Mania, sorry. Humble Heroines. I remember being interested in the medium a while ago. And Erebin Shadow Legacy looks cool, but I feel like I've heard something about Eastward. But I don't remember if it was good or bad. I don't know. Kind of a toss-up on that. And I don't want to look at the rest of these. Yeah. Cool. Exactly 2 bundles I'm interested in right now. Great. Well, I mean, like 6 if you count the ones with the software assets. I've just spent the last 5 minutes looking at humble bundles. Can you tell I haven't taken my meds yet? I was supposed to be taking them nowish, actually. Hi, welcome back. Daily Peak, the Play Peak. But first, going to crack a Lost and Found Energy Glacier Burst energy drink and take my meds. Actually, Glacier Burst makes the least domineering flavor when mixed with my meds. That feels like an entirely neutral. Wow, I don't need that to be in 720p. Please God, let me lower the available resolution. I don't need to view this at source resolution. It's just playing in the background. Whatever. Auto 360p doesn't need to be. Okay, whatever. Now that I've had my meds, let me go ahead and boot up the game. Ah? There we go. I've also got Loud Toast here. It looks like my noise gate mostly filtered that out. But it reverberates through my bones. So I'm never sure if the mic can hear it. Really nice crisp crust, though. Least comfortable way to stand in a moving sidewalk, moving walkway. I'm shoving so much toast in my mouth. I am Toastmaster, master of the toast. Sure, day one. And yeah, I mentioned I would probably have to do some additional challenges here. But I'm gonna be honest, I forgot to think of anything more challenging, so... I don't know, I haven't used any of these supplies yet. We could do a classic no opening luggage. How does that sound? Nah, I kind of feel like chilling today. Give chat a second to object if you don't think I should chill today, but... Because I know everything in my inventory aside from the flare in the lantern would be forbidden from a no opening fucking luggage challenge. Well, if anyone cares, they have turned up too late to stop me. Bleh. I don't know why I wanted to get up here. There's nowhere to go from here. I just had some instinct to activate in my brain. Get in hole instinct. Bleh. Sorry, I'm out here being all tired, cause there was some interpersonal drama, conflict, interpersonal conflict, in the Prospectors Guild. Really just, like, two people who were separately very tired. Yeah. Having bad days at each other. Or, really it went one way, but the result, the outcome, was both people's bad days fighting. And the result was, everybody got hurt, and nobody's day magically got better, so... Which is wild. You'd really assume yelling at people would help, but no. And I'm not, I I know that the prospectors tune into these every so often. I'm not trying to vague post at people. I'm just also not trying to air dirty laundry. Everyone in the guild knows exactly what happened. I am not thinking I'm being candid here. I just also don't want someone from like Starfall or whatever to tune in and be like, "Oh my god, the tea." It's like, no, I'm not trying to just spill tea here. Starfall probably wouldn't be all that interested in the drama, but, you know. They are the first other guild that I thought of. So, sorry, Starfall. But yeah. Stuff like that happens. It's regular interpersonal stuff. Hopefully everyone can move past it relatively quickly. And we don't have any kind of longer-term issues. But who can say? The outcomes when people say things they don't mean at each other is always unpredictable. So, you know. Or at least I'm really hoping no one meant anything they said. People seem to have more level heads about it now, after everyone's had the opportunity to get some sleep. But yeah, I'm gonna stop talking about it just because. I don't know. It was tiring to watch. It is tiring to recount. God damn it. Really? Really? Yeah, alright. That's the universe telling me to shut up about internet drama. Thankfully, only died in the store, so I can erase that. But yeah, no. A little tired out from that stuff happening earlier. Ultimately, I'll be fine. Though, we had the Resonance Archives event yesterday. That went well. Absolutely tore through my armor, but I'm not surprised about that. Notably, I didn't even bother to fight the boss, fun fact. I told everyone to go ahead without me, because I found a little section of the dungeon that absolutely nobody had thought to loot. And I was going hog wild on there. That was great, honestly. It was a great time for me. I found 2 different elk medallions in there. And those, not cheap. So, Every extra you can find is worth it. Also, a lot of fun clothing items. My character is now wearing reindeer herder gear. So much prettier than a standard fur coat. And much warmer, too. So no longer do I have to have an ugly hood on all winter. Fucking forsooth, verily. That shit slaps. Blech. Yeah. I didn't get any work done on the puzzle box, because it was a Friday. And that means that I had the fun situation of not being on my ADHD meds and kind of immediately forgetting everything I was supposed to do the moment a different task came up. So that's always fun. Bleh. But yeah, no additional progress on the puzzle box, sadly. I am gonna keep thinking about it real hard, but I can't guarantee any, like, physical progress there. Because again, I'm in, like, the nitty-gritty detail zone. So we're in the realm wherein it just kind of gets increasingly difficult to get up the motivation to do a lot of, like, minute rules analysis. And even when I have done that, I am eventually going to have to figure out how to package all of this into a module. And do a little bit of advertising to see if I can get this system, this adventure out to the world. I don't know if I want the first one to be free, or if I want to be like $5. $5. Because I've spent a lot of time working on it, but also, you know, no one knows what I've been doing, no one's seen it. It's not like I have an actual play out for people to look at. Like, yeah. And rules-heavy dungeon exploration is a bit of a hard sell. Like, I know there are people who are into that gameplay style. I'm one of them. I'm appealing to other me's. There's a certain level wherein it gets to be a little difficult. To predict specifics of, like, how exactly people will react, you know? I feel like I have done enough world building that people can make decent characters in, like, the world of Kroya. without having to worry too hard about, like, the specific details of events. It is just like, there is this world which is known. It's kind of cool. Granted, I could also trick it into a standard Pathfinder Galorian setting module, which also wouldn't be a bad idea, to be clear. This is just not what I've been wanting to have the thing. Plus, there's some, like, setting-specific explanations of how some of the things work. So, maybe I release the Mega Dungeon rules and Kroya is a separate thing. The, like, dedicated setting for them is a separate thing. And it's like, oh, and if you're interested in the lore of these things, I have a whole book, like, something like that. Pandora! Everybody say hi to Pandora. Now, I'm pointing a gun at you. I'm aiming a firearm at you, viewer. Say hi to Pandora. If you know what's good for you. But yeah. We'll see. We'll see how things go. I can finagle anything into anything, basically. I'm sure it'll go fine. Like, in the end. It's just all the middle bits that I'm worried about. Ooh, what's Red do today? Slow fall. You love to see it. Fucking hate the wind. I get wanting to make it so the spore clouds are, like, non-permanent. They could just be on, like, a cycle or something. We don't need to do this. We don't need to have the wind fucking everything up every so often. It knocked my rescue claw off of the thing, didn't it? What the hell? Ugh. And I guess this is, you know, the risk of putting something on the ground for a minute while I go to fetch a item somewhere else. Even though I could not have predicted the wind when I was doing that. That didn't, the preemptive bit of the wind didn't start until have the wind or have the spores, please God. Sorry, I am still of the opinion that Roots needs a rework. What exactly I think that rework is changes every time I talk about it. But I don't know. There's probably a mod or something that removes the wind from the roots. I hate this. No, yeah, shove me off the bridge. That's fine. The giant long bridge that I really couldn't have avoided. No, I'm taking a risk. I'm taking a risk by going into the thing. A risk which I definitely could have predicted I would be taking at the beginning of the bridge. And which I totally could have compensated for. That's definitely the case. I'm gonna stop being salty just because I lost my goddamn rescue claw. What do we think yellow does today? Oh, invulnerability. That's handy. It's also like the only shroomberry effect that activates instantly. Okay. I agree with some of the design stuff of the route, where it's like, yes, the wind is good. You would want the wind to be in a very tangly environment like this. Or, you know, otherwise an environment that has a lot of, like, obstructions and little bits that you can claw onto. So it's like, even if you're taken by surprise by the wind, it is less likely to just take you out entirely. This is the ideal environment for the wind. Like, it's this or real craggy mountains. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, no, just shove me off. Why not? And the roots definitely looks better. But I feel like the mushroom theme and the winds don't necessarily. This is a very like mushroom focused, spore focused area. And like that's the vibe of it. The vibe is kind of creepy mushrooms. But like creepy in a whimsical way. In the same way that mushrooms are. It's like, ooh, it's a little bit of an unusual area. You know, it's spooky. It's a thick forest, unlike anything you've seen before. And it's covered in all of these weird mushrooms with randomized effects. And that works very well as a theme. You know, that's evocative. It is an appropriate, like, design choice. Either of these things in isolation would have made a great biome. I like the mushroom forest, and I like the windswept forest. As two separate ideas here. I do not like the roots where they are combined into one thing. And it's like, I can see wanting the wind so that, you know, every so often, like, these spore clouds, the giant fucking red clouds of death, are interrupted, and the player has a chance to get through them, so they aren't permanent obstructions. But if I could give an alternate take as to how you could make them only temporary obstructions, you could just make the mushrooms release spores, like, in a cycle. So they do, like, 5 seconds on, 5 seconds off, or whatever. And that would be just as good for making it so they're not an ever-present threat. And it would make them a little more predictable. So it's like, okay, I can time it. I can influence the situation. And, like, part of the thing with the shroom berries and whatever is that it is unpredictable. I get this. It is randomized. This is part of the theme. But it's just one of those... You know, there's a difference between taking a gamble, and fucking getting blasted in the side of the head at random. And it's mostly just consent. When you are eating a shroom berry, you know that the effect is unpredictable, and you are very willing to accept that fact. Like, you are engaging with it purposely. And if you don't want to engage with it, you can opt out of the gamble. Not ideal. Oh, that was a lot further than I wanted to fall. Okay. At least I didn't take any damage from it. But yeah, if I was designing this biome, I probably would have done it differently, is my end point here. Like, I probably would have either done, like, the windswept redwood forest, which could be even a more grounded take, or the fantastical mushroom forest, where you are, like, doing a little gamble by eating mushrooms with randomized effects, to get through these, like, spore cloud dense environments, where it's like either you're patient and you time stuff right, or you're not, and you can do the gamble, you can take the damage, you'll get up faster, but you're taking a risk. So you've got like a gambler's haven situation. God fucking damn it. Because there's only... There's so much happening. And, like, I can talk and compensate while things are happening here. But, like... Ugh. This is a lot for me, and I have played this game once a day for the last, like, 200 days. I cannot imagine going into this shit blind. Oh no, I can't imagine it. It would be unpleasant. I like these as the one or the other situation of like you have like a windswept forest or you have a gambler's mushroom forest, a forced movement windswept forest, or a gambler's mushroom forest. I also like the idea of you could divide up the bugs into them. So you could put the spiders and beetles in the windswept forest, and keep the mushrooms and spore hazards in the mushroom forest. I feel like there are a lot of ideas in this biome, and they are all good ideas, but they're too much when placed all together. I feel like that's where I'm at with my attitudes here right now. I've had other takes in the past. Right now, that's my feeling. Going there. Lovely. Have I got anything else of note that I would like to use here? Oh, god damn it. It is very funny that you can do some mime shit and just sprint full force into the wind. Oh shit. Ow. I thought I was gonna be able to grab that wall. And that was not the case. At the very least, I had that recovery fungus. Recovery puff? Puff fits with the naming conventions I've come up with in the past. Recovery fungus is, I think, its actual name? Like, that's a spore puff. There's also boom puffs and poison puffs. No, you could still use the biome variant system if you divided up the roots into two biomes to make them cross over sometimes. So you could make it so sometimes you're going through the windswept mushroom forest, and the spore clouds don't spawn, but the winds do. Or you go through the spore-infested redwoods, wherein you are dodging insects and spore clouds. Could even be cool if you had the zombies in just the mushroom forest. And it's like, oh, but they can occasionally appear alongside the insects and make the most AIs you can have in one biome.